If you want to connect your Supabase app to Resend in order to send emails from your domain, then this video is for you. I'll show you everything from adding the right DNS records to setting up the SMTP settings the right way. So if you're doing authentication inside of your Supabase app, you've probably seen this setting, which is telling you to set up custom SMTP, because the built-in provider that Supabase uses will send emails with a name called Supabase Auth, and it's not meant for production usage. So we'll need to find an email provider that can send these confirmation emails. And the one that I would recommend using is called Resend. They position themselves as email for developers, and they make it incredibly simple to set up the SMTP settings for your Supabase authentication. The best part is that if you go to this pricing section, you'll notice that they have a free tier which allows you to send 100 emails per day. So when you're just getting started with your app, you won't have that much traffic and you can get by with just the free plan. So we'll go ahead and click Get Started and then set up an account. Now that you have an account inside of Resend, what we're going to do first is add an API key. It's the first thing that you see whenever you create a new account. So go ahead and click this, and then it will generate an API key. Make sure to copy this and store it somewhere, because we'll need to use it later. Next, we're going to connect our domain to Resend. To do this, go over to Domains and add a domain. Now on this page, you have two options. You can either add your main domain or you can add a subdomain. The benefit of choosing a subdomain is that if you impact your email deliverability in a negative way, it won't affect the deliverability on your main email address. So what that might look like is mail.yourdomainname.com. This way, if Gmail or Outlook flags this domain with mail in the front as spam or as low trust, then it won't affect any emails that you send from the main domain. Once you've decided on that, click Add Domain. And then here we need to add these DNS records. If you want to be able to receive emails as well, you can check on this setting, click Proceed, and there will be one extra record that you'll want to add. Next, you'll need to navigate to your domain registrar. This is the website that you used to purchase your domain, such as Namecheap or NameSilo. Now let's add our DNS records. So depending on which registrar you used, the website will look a little bit different, but they all have the same functionality. You'll want to find the section that allows you to add DNS records. So for example, on Namecheap, you'll click this button, Advanced DNS. Then we're going to go back to Resend and copy each one of these domains. The first one we're going to add is a TXT domain. We have the host, we have the value, and we have the time till live. Go ahead and copy the host name, go back to Namecheap, and then we're going to add this as a TXT record. Put the host right here, copy the value, and put the value right here. Now we have one more TXT record, which is this one. We'll copy the host, paste it here, copy the value, paste it here, and then save these two. Next, we're going to add the two MX records. So copy the host name, go back. There's a separate section for MX records. You'll paste the host name, paste the value, and then make sure the priority is the same as well. So priority 10. Then we'll add one more. Copy this host, paste it here, copy this value, and paste it here. Here's the priority, so we'll type it right there. That's 9. And then save these two records. Now we'll wait just a few moments for the DNS records to propagate, and once that's done, we should see it verified here inside of Resend. So you can click I've added these records. Now on this page, you'll notice that there's an additional TXT record. This is optional, but you can add it, and I do believe it increases the deliverability of your emails. So we'll add that right here. TXT, DMARC, and then the content of the DMARC record. And if you're stuck at any step along the way, you can actually just click this button to open up the documentation for how to add DNS records. So now those DNS records have been verified and our domain is connected to Resend. The next step is to connect Resend to Supabase so that Supabase can send emails from our domain. To do this, click on Settings on the left and then go to SMTP. This will give you the host, port, user, and then the password, which you should have saved as the API key. Now, if you don't have the API key saved, what you can do is go to the left where it says API keys, and then click Create API Key to make a new one. But now we need to connect these settings to Supabase. So go to Supabase, click on the left where it says Authentication, and then click on Email. On this page, click on this tab called SMTP Settings. We're going to enable custom SMTP, and then copy these values. The host will go right here. The port number will remain the same. For the username, do Resend, and then for the password, put in your API key. Boom, there we go. Now we need to add the sender name and email address. So this can be either support@yourdomain or it can be noreply@yourdomain. And then here for the sender name, just put the name of your app. Once that is all filled out, we're going to click Save Changes. Now let's actually test it out inside of our app. So I'm gonna go and create a new account just to test this out. And there we go. So now I've received an email from my actual domain, mail.uberchat.pro, and the name itself says UberChat. So it will no longer say Supabase authentication, nor will it be sent from the Supabase email address. So if you found this video helpful, please do subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos just like this. And if you have a topic that you want me to make a video about, leave a comment down below. I do check them. But with that being said, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.